Ladies, NBs, and gentlemen, welcome back to the Day Old Sushi Community Tournament Week 4. We are very rapidly approaching finals. I am your caster and commentator, Solomon Mushroom. And for tonight's matchup, we have Carpy DM versus Team4TheWin. Let's get briefly acquainted with the maps and modes, and then we will go to the lobby. Alright. We have Clam Blitz, Ship Cargo Company, Splat Zone Sagglefish Market, Tower Control Manta Maria, Rainmaker Sturgeon Shipyard, and then Clam Blitz again on Museum d'Alfonsino. Shout out the Clam Blitz fans. You're getting your double helping this week. Right. Clam Blitz, Ship Cargo Company. I might as well share the commentary fit for this session. It's what you need on this kit if you want Tri-Strike, or Triple Ink Strike rather, like any time. You just run Special Saver. Anyway, moving on to Clam Blitz Ship Cargo Company. I actually really like this map. This map is one of the few in the game where I don't think there's an irredeemable mode. I'm not going to say Rainmaker is good. I have shared my opinion on Rainmaker a couple of times now. It is funny, but bad. The funny makes it redeemable. But Clam Blitz is just pretty solid. You've got a couple of different routes to get in. You've got a block to stop people from just, like, brush cheesing. I almost got a KO on it during one of the first weeks of PSL. Fun times. Alright, on the side of Carpy DM, we have some Dapple Dualies. We have a Luna Blaster. We have an Order Shot replica, which is a Tonatech Splatter Shot. And we have a Ballpoint Splatling. Interesting. I don't think I've seen any of those as of yet in this community tournament. Meanwhile, on the side of Team4TheWin, we have a 52 Gal. We have a Splatter Shot. We have some Empire Splat Dualies, and we have an Octobrush Nouveau. Current clam economy seems to be just barely favoring Carpy DM. Trizuka does come out from Team4TheWin. Looks like a trade. We do see Team4TheWin putting out some beacons. Both teams have beacons. Current clam economy is 11 to 10. No side has made a power clam yet. Oh, but Team4TheWin is close. Seeing some really nice defensive beacon placements. Oh, looks like Carpy DM is going in. They've got a power clam. They make the score. We've got some football happening. But I think the rest of the team is a little out of position to make this push any more than just a solo power clam. That is still a lead in favor of Carpy DM, but Team4TheWin gets a pity clam that will stick around until the end of the game if need be. Carpy DM seeing their power clam and being like, we can do that too, and making 2 power clams. Carpy DM definitely trying to keep Team4TheWin out of the clam economy. Seeing the Little Blaster coming from behind, gets some picks, but trades with the 52 Gal. About 3 minutes left in the game. Team4TheWin is trying to come back, but it looks like Carpy DM has a pretty solid hold on mid. The Octoshot does go down. That's 3 down on the side of Carpy DM. Hold on. Do they have the clams for a push, though? They do. They need one more clam in. Otherwise, that's going to be 81. There it is. There's the lead flip. Looks like 2 clams in. Carpy DM doing their absolute best to keep Team for the Win away from that basket while it closes. Current score is 80 to 74. One power clam from Carpy DM can flip this lead back. This is now Team for the Win's game to play it on defense. Killer Whale comes out trying to dislodge that ballpoint splatling. We see another power clam. Clam economy definitely favors Team for the Win. But they do go 2 down. Power clam gets thrown up on the ledge, but no one is there to grab it. We see an Inkjet come out, trying to clear. Inkjet and Zipcaster both trying to clear the way for Carpy DM to score, but Team for the Win does manage to get a power clam over in Carpy DM's area. Carpy DM was faster on the football, though, and they're able to score a solid lead, getting their remaining down to 49. That barrier is closed, and that penalty is enough where Carpy DM is not going to be able to get points just from a power clean. We see some excellent dodges from the Dapple Doolies, really showing off that weapon's mobility. 1 minute left on the clock. 49 remaining for Carpy DM, 74 remaining for Team for the Win. Triple Ink Strike comes out as Carpy DM is trying to get back in there. Team for the Win does have a power clam, and they do have a path forward thanks to that ink wall. The splashdown is going to cause some problems. There's the score. That's a lead flip. Team for the Win managing to get down to 37 remaining. And it's still going. The brush had an amazing shark. That power clam pickup might have been accidental. With just 8 seconds left on the clock, the score is 49 to 28 in favor of Team for the Win. We are going into overtime. My Switch is going to sleep. We see some triple ink strikes going out. We see a Zipcaster going out. Ah, the Devils almost had a push. But it looks like overtime is about to end as that football goes to the void. Game 1 goes to Team for the Win. Very good game. Very good dabs. Very good dabs. Next up, it is time for Splat Zone's Hagglefish Market. And in this commentary session, I will remember to update the score on both screens. It is not the same score. Looks like we are seeing a substitution. Hagglefish Zones is a fairly standard map. I kind of like it. There was definitely some interesting beacon play in that first game. I wonder if that will be a continuing theme throughout this set. Hagglefish does have some sneaky places for beacons. But one wonders if either team felt like they were missing a sub-weapon. Like missing just that little extra bit of firepower that could have gotten them in. both teams are ready up. Let's see some splat zones. Ooh, we're seeing almost complete weapon swaps across the board. On the side of Carpy DM, we have Dappledooly Nouveaux. We have a Clash Blaster Neo. Love to see that. We have a beloved NZAP 85. And we have a Hydra Splatling. Meanwhile, on the side of Team4TheWin, we have that 52 gal. We have those Empire Splat Dualies. We have a Custom Jet Squelcher. And we have a Tri-Slosher Nouveau. Both sides now opting for Tacticooler. Early lead seems to be going to Team4TheWin. But it looks like control is flipping back and forth rather quickly. Carpy DM managing to cap zone. Current score is 88-92. Carpy DM back in control, flipping that lead. There's a lot going on, but Carpy DM is maintaining control. Oh, they're 2 down, though. This might be Team4TheWin's chance, especially with that Ink Storm going out. There we go. We've got a zone flip. 88-62. With penalty quickly running out for Team4TheWin. Oh, but they go 3 down in the process. 62-80. Not able to get a whole ton of points off that push. But points are points. 52 guy gets locked out by that torpedo. Triple Splashdown does neutralize the zone. Team4TheWin managing to flip it. Penalty is out now. Team4TheWin back to earning points. We almost have a lead flip. Oh, not quite. The Reef Slider and Chump combo is making sure that that zone stays in control of Carpy DM, 64-62. Carpy DM widening their lead. We see an Ink Storm come out from Team4TheWin, though. That might make the difference. It does. 54-64. Unfortunately, didn't burn through the penalty. The Tri-Slosher does go down to the Hydra Splatling, but not before putting drinks out. That might be a difficult spot for the team to get to. Meanwhile, Carpy DM is through their penalty. We have them coming out, trying to dislodge Team4TheWin. Carpy DM maintaining control of the zone. Team4TheWin still has 2 minutes to pull this back. Good maneuvering from the dualies on Carpy DM. We do see some more chumps come out. Zone is neutral. Never mind, the suction bomb said actually it's Carpy DM's. Carpy DM down almost below 30 points. But there's the zone flip. They now have a penalty to work through that's almost as much as the points they have left. Team4TheWin bought themselves some time. Not a lot, though. Weebum comes out trying to secure that zone. Manages to find a pick on the dualies. Carpy DM back in control. 3 down on the side of Team4TheWin. Looks like Carpy DM is going to try and stagger them out. 1 minute left. Scores 34-64. Nice splashdown, managing to both neutralize zone and take out at least one member of Carpy DM. Carpy DM for that super long zone hold only got 1 point. That's what the penalty does. Meanwhile, Team4TheWin back to counting down. Will we see another come from behind victory? I'm not entirely sure how the Tri-Slosher Nouveau dodged that Reef Slider, but it looks like they did get splatted in the end. 44-33, this is a really close game. Splashdown able to help keep that zone in favor of Team4TheWin. Booyah comes out trying to neutralize. We are in overtime. But Team4TheWin loses control right at the end. Game 2 goes to Carpy DM. Again, these teams are very, very close. Lots of back and forth. You'll love to see it. Next up, it is time for Tower Control Manta Maria. Manta Maria is one of my favorite maps. It was true in Splatoon 2, and it's still mostly true here. No, the first game was not a KO. It went to overtime. Both games so far have been absolute nail-biters. I like how you can paint the boat in Splat 3. You weren't really able to in Splat 2 because there just wasn't... Like, you probably could with Inkjet, but there really wasn't much point. But in Splat 3, you can just spawn on the boat. You always paint the boat for good luck. We're waiting for the teams to ready up. Alright, let's see some tower control. Alright, on the side of Carpy DM, we see the return of the Dapple Dualies. We see the return of the Luna Blaster, the return of the Octo Shot, and the Hydra Splatling. Meanwhile, on the side of Team4TheWin, we have a Splatter Shot. We still have those Imperi Splat Dualies. We now have a Rapid Blaster Rapid Blaster Pro, rather, and that Tri-Slosher Nouveau. Currently, Carpe DM is making their way through Checkpoint 1. Cleared it, no problem. Triple Ink Strike comes out, trying to secure Checkpoint 2. Looks like someone got behind, though. That Toxic Mist is going to make standing on tower real awkward. They do manage to clear it. Team4TheWin trying to clear off that tower using the Rapid Blaster Pro's long range. Booyah comes out from Carpy DM. Oh, we see an Inkback. 3 down on the side of Carpy DM. Rapid Blaster Pro riding that tower. Oh, but Carpy DM had beacons. That might complicate things. The Hydra and the Rapid Blaster trade. Carpe DM back in control of tower. But it looks like Team4TheWin is trying to find where Carpe DM is. They're temporarily in control of tower. It's looking like they're trying to find some kind of leverage. Valiant sneak attack effort from the Empire Splat Dualies unfortunately does get found by the Octoshot. Current score is 96-30 in favor of Carpy DM. Octoshot putting in some work, but it looks like the Tower Rider went down. There's a KO! Or not a KO, a wipeout rather. On the side of Team4TheWin. Carpy DM moving even further in. Little Blaster getting 2 back-to-back kills. There's another wipeout! Carpy DM made it all the way to checkpoint 3. And this was a quick one. They managed to clear it just in time. 9 points remaining. Team4TheWin has quite the uphill push, but we have seen them mount comebacks before. Hydra Splatling being up on that railing is going to cause problems. It looks like Team4TheWin is trying to find a sneakier way around. Inkfact comes out trying to contest that Hydra Splatling. Minute on the clock, scores 96-8. Hydra Splatling getting some picks before riding that tower. They have a Booyah Bomb charged whenever. Carpy DM does lose control of the tower. And they get it right back pretty quickly. Team4TheWin is struggling to find a foothold. 30 seconds left on the clock. 2 down on Team4TheWin, 1 down on Carpy DM. The Empiries do manage to find the Dapple Dualies, but they get found by the Luna Blaster in turn. This is going to be a close one. Team4TheWin has to hold that tower for a long time. Booyah Bomb comes out to secure Carpy DM as the winner. Hydra put in a lot of work that game. Well played. Moving on, it is time for Rainmaker Sturgeon Shipyard. This is my other favorite map from 2. Coincidentally, same inkable turf as Manta Maria. I like the vertical stages, what can I say? As for in this game, I think Sturgeon is fine. I still like both Sturgeon and Manta in 3, but I also really like Crab Leg. Crab Leg is a solid map, and I would not be mad if we saw that instead of Kelp Dome. Like just moving forward into the future. More Crab Leg, less Kelp Dome. Alright, we're seeing some different strategies. Oh, we're seeing a full shooter squad from Team4TheWin. On the side of Carpy DM, we still have those Dapple Dualies. We have a Carbon Roller Deco. We have that Octo Shot replica. And we have the return of the ballpoint Splatling. Meanwhile, on the side of Team for the Win, who have picked 4 shooters, we have a 52 gal, we have a Splatter Shot, we have a 10 attack Splatter Shot, and we have a Splooshomatic. Splooshomatic immediately putting in work, stopping Carpy DM from getting the checkpoint. Team for the Win grabbing that Rainmaker. Trying to pressure Carpy DM out of mid, but it looks like they got found. Carpy DM back in control, managing to get that checkpoint. Current scores are 55-0 with a near wipeout. There's the wipeout. That Rainmaker Blast is merciless. Carpy DM managing to run it all the way to 21. Will this be a quick one-and-done match? Team for the Win back in possession of Rainmaker, taking the higher road. Trying to get it back into mid. Team for the Win managing to break through checkpoint. It now becomes a game of whoever can get it closer to the goal. But that's 3 down on Team for the Win. There's a wipeout on Team for the Win. Carpy DM back in possession. They have to run it, because that timer is not enough for them to just solve. Team for the Win putting up a major defense. Oh, the stamp comes out. Manages to find a pick before getting punished. 3 down on the side of Carpy DM. Team for the Win back in possession of Maker. They're running it. The Inkjet gets canceled by the Rainmaker shot. That is a lot of sub saver. That is a lot of Ink Saver sub. Triple Ink Strike comes out. It looks like... Oh, that was the ballpoint. For a second, I thought that person got splatted by getting pinned by a Rainmaker shield. There's a wipeout on Team for the Win. Carpy DM back in possession. Current scores are 50 remaining for Team for the Win, 21 remaining for Carpy DM. There's a lot of death going back and forth. Missed the jump on the first try, and doesn't get a second attempt. 3 down on the side of Carpy DM. Team for the Win, grabbing that Rainmaker and making him push. Excellent shooting from the splatter shot. Hazuka, unfortunately, unable to find anyone. Minute left. Carpy DM could, at this point, take that Rainmaker and run it back. Run it back towards their spawn, and just stall. But Team for the Win is instead running that Maker closer to goal. Ah, but they get found by the Dualies. Dualies getting an easy jump kill. That's 3 down on the side of Team for the Win. Carpy DM content to just stay right there for the next 10 seconds. Team for the Win manages to get Rainmaker down. This is going to overtime. Triple Link Strikes come out. Oh, but Carpy DM sneaks in, grabs the Rainmaker, and ends the game. Valiant effort on Team for the Win once again. Even getting it to overtime in that position is rough. Current scores, 3 games Carpe Diem, 1 game Team for the Win. Will it be a 4-1 or will it be a 3-2? This next game of Flame Blitz will decide, and unfortunately it's on my least favorite map in this game, Museum d'Alfonsino. So I'm glad I don't have to play this one. I am a museum hater. I'd much prefer if they brought back Schellendorf. I have played too many matches where the enemy team was content just camping behind Spinner. And I don't mean like mid-spinner. I mean the spinner in my spawn. Yeah, it's likely a skill issue. Both teams are getting ready. I suppose that brings up an interesting question for the chat. Which maps would you want to see return in Splatoon 4? What one map would you like to see return? So yeah, Brendan in the chat says Camp Triggerfish. Greatman says Rumbo Ramen. Carpe DM says we are running Order Dually replicas, which are the same as Splat Dualies, the Luna Blaster, the NZAP 85 beloved, of course, and the Ballpoint Splatling. Team for the Win, meanwhile, is running that 52 gal and that Splatter Shot once again, bringing back the Empire Splat Dualies as well as the Tri-Slosher Nouveau. That was unfortunate suction bomb placement. Current clam economy definitely favors Team for the Win. They will prove themselves the clam champions today. First power clam made is by Team for the Win. Splashdown does push it off Spinner though, so it looks like it might be going to the void. No, that's okay, they have another one. Directly shot by the Inkjet. Very well played. Ah, but there was a suction bomb there. The suction bombs will get you. That power clam goes to the void. Carpe DM has a power clam now. That's 3 down on the side of Team for the Win. Carpe DM going in for a push. And it looks like they might be able to get a few more clams in, but Team for the Win isn't going to make that the easiest job. They managed to get 1 clam in. That was ambitious, but the basket was not ready yet. Pushed up a little too early. Current scores 100 remaining for Team for the Win, 77 remaining for Carpe DM. Crab Tank comes out. That's another Power Clam for Carpy DM. Doesn't quite go to the void yet. Team for the win. Trying to get a solid foothold in mid. Slasher putting in some work on the upper grates. Ah, there was just a little too much crossfire there. We see power clams on both sides. Carpe DMs might be going to the void soon, though. There's the score. And there's the lead flip. 77 Carpe Diem, 71 Team for the win. But that is a near wipe. So this push is over. Kind of a low-scoring game, but close nonetheless. Team for the win has another power clam. Power clams being made left and right. And it looks like that one from Carpe Diem is going to the void. They still have their pity clam, though. Team for the win, desperately trying to keep that clam alive. "47 seconds left." We do see the splashdown take out the Luna Blaster. That's a power clam for, from Carpe Diem. That Inkjet is there to cause a distraction. Oh, but the Trizuka's out. Specials flying left and right. That power clam is in a terrible position for Carpe Diem. The dualies tried, but it looks like it's going to the void anyway. 20 seconds left on the clock. 71 remaining Team for the win, 77 remaining Carpe Diem. You gotta watch out for the bombs. Team for the win looks to be losing their power clam. We are in overtime, and that is not an impossible score to overcome for Carpe Diem. But they've got to make a push soon. They don't have a lot of time left. Oh, and they dropped the clam. They picked it back up. But that's game. Team for the win, proving themselves the clam champions. Very close game once again. And there you have it. 3-2. Well played to both teams. Lots of close games. So, as we are approaching the finals, you will be seeing me again on Friday. Let me just confirm the time. You'll be seeing me on Friday at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, with Shrimple Squinometry versus Octo Odyssey. And we've also got a couple of other matches on the docket. So, for more close games like that one, keep it tuned right here to Day Old Sushi.